Jai Shriman Narayan. Jai Shriman Narayan. Jai Shriman Narayan. I pay my obeisances to my spiritual master, Srimad Jagadguru Sudarshan Acharya Ji Maharaj. I pay my obeisances to Lord Sri Ramanuj. I pay my obeisances to our Purva Acharyas. I pay my obeisances to the 12 Alvars. I pay my obeisances to Mother Lakshmi, and I pay my obeisances to Lord Sriman Narayan. I welcome all of you here physically at the Sri Narayan Dham in Durban, South Africa. I welcome those that's watching this discourse locally, nationally and internationally, and I welcome in advance those that's going to be watching this discourse when it is posted on YouTube and the various groups from around the world subsequently. I welcome Lord Ram, Mother Sita, and all the Devis and Devtas that took part in the great epic called the Ramayana in the most recent 2 million years ago. And today is the appearance day of Lord Ram, and when this celebration takes place around the world, then that energy that appeared as Lord Ram 2 million years ago permeates the entire universe again. And in this stressful time, we need the Lord's assistance, don't we? Right now, the world is in a crisis, is it not? There's a trade war that's going on around the world, and the world will go into a recession, will it not? So, our money is going to be worth half its value for a while. As I stated last week, that these representations of the West throughout its inception has been demonic, has it not?
Yes.
When you go into another country and take the country and the resources over, you steal everything. Is it righteous or unrighteous? So it doesn't matter what the color of your skin, you have no right over the property and resources of other people, do you? So for how long has the West lived in Ravana's consciousness? For how long has the West lived in Ravana's consciousness? Whenever the Lord descends, what does He descend to do? What is the reason for the Lord's appearance in the material universe? To fight adharma, to fight unrighteousness. So when Lord Ram appeared, there was 4 reasons he appeared 2 million years ago. I don't know if we have the murti of Ranganatha next to Lord Ramanuj. Is there a murti next to Lord Ramanuj, or is he alone?
No, he's alone.
He's alone. So he sits behind the murti of Lord Rangunatha, who is Lord Narayan himself. And 2 million years ago, people had forgotten how to worship the deity. And one of the reasons that Lord Narayan took his avatar as Lord Ram was to show the people how to worship the deity. Okay, and this is why I say that the Sri Sampradaya is the principal Sampradaya in Sanatan Dharma. The second reason Lord Ram took his birth is to fight unrighteousness. The third reason he took his birth was for the community or for society. So anywhere in the world, any society in the world is divided. When you divide society, then that society, wherever in the world, has to follow 4 principles. And the 4 principles are righteous living. 4 principles are righteous living. To live righteously, you need economic development. This is the best part. I can see everybody's eyes open, ears open, and everybody looked up. In the first part I said you need to live righteously, it wasn't going anywhere. But as soon as I said economic development, I see my whole audience became awake. Alright? So, righteous living, you need economic development. Yes or no? Yes. If you have to live righteously, then you can't steal. You can't steal. If you want to travel from one place to another, you don't hijack a car. That is why we say to live righteously, you need economic development. You need to buy your own car. You need to buy your own house. You don't go and invade somebody's house. You need to buy your own food. You don't go and steal somebody's food. Are you understanding why righteous living needs economic development? Are you understanding why? So that you can work, earn money, and buy your own things and live righteously. Do you understand? Then the next concept is the fulfillment of your desires. You need to fulfill your desires. Who don't have any desires? Friends, how many desires you have? Okay, by the end of this discourse, tell me how many desires you could count. You need to fulfill your desires. But if God is involved, then Nirali, what desires you think Guru is talking about? What desires? Spiritual desires. And to fulfill your spiritual desires, you need liberation. You need liberation. From what do you need liberation? Because I want you, Guru wants you, worthless you are in Vaikuntha and Guru is teaching you this. So that liberation don't mean Vaikuntha. It means liberation from what? No, your material desire. You need liberation from your material desires. So let's go back and let's understand this. If we don't understand this, it's worthless me telling you how Hanuman Baba carried the mountain. I know you're all waiting for that. Yadvan is waiting for that too. Alright? Yadvan is disappointed. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday, my boy. You are the most intelligent devotee of the Guru. Aren't you? Yeah. He's 5 years old, but he got his PhD in spirituality. Alright? He's disappointed he's not born next week, Saturday, on Hanuman Jayanti. When he came into this ashram 3 years ago, those of you remember, he was fully powered by Hanuman Baba. He was Superman, Spider-Man. And you all heard how he used to talk. Okay? So I want to explain all these concepts. I hope I have time. If I don't have time today, then I want to explain these concepts with quantum physics. With quantum physics. I want you to understand all of these concepts scientifically. There's no mysticism. God is not a mystic. God is not He's not hiding somewhere. He's not a magician. And I told Sita, Lord Ram is diabetic because she brought a Bhawan cake for Lord Ram's birthday. And the Guru took a piece. I didn't want to give it to Lord Ram. Lord Ram is something. Alright? So we have, and this is important for you to categorize in your mind and understand and change your consciousness. Okay? Lord Ram or Lord Narayan split himself into four. Lord Narayan split himself into four. The first part, Lord Ram. The second part, where you're going to Krishna when I'm in the Ramayana? Yadvan, please educate my people, boy. They're embarrassing me in a world. Ram, Lakshman, what's the name of the four brothers? Ram, Lakshman, Bharat, Shatrughan. Lord Narayan split himself into four personalities. And each of these four personalities is heading one department. Is heading one department. And society has to follow. Society has to follow each of these departments. So Lord Ram is heading which department? Righteousness. Lord Ram is heading righteousness. Lakshman is heading economic development. Bharat is heading fulfillment of desires, and Shatrughan is heading liberation. Let's go through it again. Lord Ram is heading, Lakshman is heading, Bharat is heading, and Shatrughan is heading. Then I said, you need to pay this off. And if when you read the Ramayana, you'll find out that Lakshman paired with Lord and Bharat paired with Shatrughan. Because for righteous living you need economic development. So you join the two departments. You join the department of righteous living with economic development. You saw that in their lifetime personified in the Ramayana. Did you see it or not? And then Bharat paired off with Shatrughan. So fulfillment of desires, of material desires, married off with liberation. Are you understanding? Was this personified in the Ramayana? Yes. If you read the Ramayana, you'll see these two paired off and these two paired off. And if you like soapies, that's where it stopped. Hey, these two brothers paired off and these two brothers paired off. Remember, the middle two were twins, were they not?
Yes.
One twin paired off with on this side, one twin paired off on that side. Soapy lovers. That's where it ends. You know, I spoke about when I went to on a Ramayana day like this, and I went to celebrate. Then I'll see ladies all dressed up in one type of sari. Sita, were you part of that group in your life? Yeah, see, that's why she's looking at me like that. Yeah, all of them, you couldn't touch them. They were all Mother Sitas, including our Sita. Sita was Sita squared on those days. Alright? And then you couldn't touch them. You couldn't go next to Sita. Alright? Sita was too high. And I told you that is why I became an atheist. I couldn't believe that there was high and low in spirituality. If somebody was close or closer to God, then they're supposed to be lower than you. Am I not lower than you? Have I ever made myself higher than you any time? Have I not made myself as the most ordinary guru in the world?
Yes.
Have I not, Prince? Who gives you breakfast? Who gives you breakfast? Why you say no one?
It's Guru. It's Guru.
Oh. Really no one will be giving you. When you come and see Prince thin here, you must know no one gave him food. Alright? Prince, you're not lucky. Tiveshni, didn't I take you to school in a car? When your father couldn't take you to school, didn't I take you to school? And didn't I pick you up from school? Which school? The Chinese school. Tiveshni left all the other nationalities in this country and she went to a Chinese school. You all know how special Tiveshni is. What else did I do? Vasan? So when you make yourself on the same level as your devotee, you're making yourself accessible. Yes?
Yes.
And God is supposed to be accessible. God is not somewhere far away. He's around. He is around. According to the Srimad Bhagavatam, a real guru, a bona fide guru, a bona fide acharya is the sum total of all the devis and devas. A real acharya is the sum total of all the devis and devtas. What does that mean? Sita, what it means?
Means like a cosmic administrator.
I'm not talking about cosmic administrator. I'm saying according to the Srimad Bhagavatam, the Guru is the sum total of all the Devis and Devas.
That's all the gods. All the gods.
What you said?
It's the 400,000 gods, David and Devas.
From 330 million, she's gone to 400,000. Why are you reducing? You know what will happen to this universe? If you take all those people out, there'll only be Sitas left. 330 million cosmic administrators. And that's not all. How many ministers we have in this country? How many? 74. Then you can also have ministers without portfolio. So there are, some of you might become ministers when you leave here without portfolio. All right? So the Guru is a representation of all the Devis and Devtas. That's what it's meaning. The Guru is a sum total of all the Devis and Devtas. That means the Guru has the same power as all the Devis and Devtas combined. Sum total mean? What does sum total mean?
Everything.
330 million Devis and Devtas can be found inside the Let me make it easier. How many ministers? 74. How many deputy ministers? 74 plus 74? 148. 148 ministers can be found inside the president. Yes or no?
Yes.
Is it hard to understand? Is it hard to understand? The president has divided his powers into 74 ministers and 74 deputy ministers. Do you understand? So the president is the sum total of the ministers and the deputies. Do you understand? So all the powers that reside in the president and all the powers that reside in the Devis and in the 148 ministers can be found inside the president. Yes or no?
Yes.
Is it hard to understand? How the president is governing, similarly the Devis and Devtas all have to have a Guru. There's no Devi and Devta without a Guru. Yes? And who's the Guru of the Devis and Devtas? Who's the Guru of the Devis and Devtas? Brahaspati. You've heard of Brahaspati? And the Guru, the living Guru, is a personification of Brahaspati. Do you understand? The living Guru represents Brahaspati. Brahaspati is alive through all the living bona fide Gurus at this point in time. Hard to understand? Is it hard to understand? Logical? Does it make sense? All of you? And you can test it. You can test it. Go to a Brahmin, an open book. Go to a Brahmin, an open book. Whatever he tell you, record it. Then come to the Guru. And whatever is recorded there, you'll see 1 year later it differs. 2 years later it differs. 3 years later it differs. That is a scientific test you can do. Go open a book, anyone of any race, any religion, as long as your date and time of birth is known. Open book. But the Guru only opens, which book the Guru opens? Away? There's the Guru's book. Nirali, what book this is? And please don't send me messages, Nirali. You think I ever go on my messenger? Nirali? You think I ever go on my messenger? See, I'm remembering Bhagavad Gita, Nirali, and messenger. I put that together because she sent me a message on messenger. When I was somewhere and I read it, please give me a quote for Bhagavad Gita. And I forgot about it. Because I'm not on messenger all the time, only when the notification comes. And after the notification, Nirali, I forgot about you. And now when I saw your face, I saw the Bhagavad Gita, then the messenger popped up. So this is what Lord Ram came to teach. This is what Lord Ram came to teach. He came to teach you to follow the Guru. Lord Ram came to teach you to follow the Guru. I said this last week. And how you know he taught you to follow the Guru? You must have evidence. Anything you say, you mustn't say my granny said it and my grandfather said it. You must not say my granny said it and my grandfather said it. You must have evidence. Anything in life you must have evidence. If you work in and you get paid and your boss tell you I paid your wages, remember those days we should get envelope J-by. When it's written there 2,000 Rand, you left it or you counted all that money to make sure. And our smallest denomination that time was 10 Rand, I think. J-by, you remember?
Yeah.
And I'm remembering something else. Jessica, I'm remembering something else. 30 years ago, can I go to jail for it?
No.
Can't. You sure? So I was the wage clerk at SAP Bria. And we should go to the Reserve Bank in Smith Street, I think Peel Street. And we should make out the wages.
Embassy building.
Huh?
Embassy building.
Embassy building. So I should go there and pick up thousands of rands. And then we had one envelope for the whole year. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Remember, Dana?
Yes.
You collect your
Wait.
salary from the
Packet.
packet. So Guru was very, very innovative. So in my time there were 20 rands. So I should stick 120 rand to the
Envelope.
envelope. From everyone's wages. If there was 50 people, there was 186 people there, Jessica, Mirali. 186 times 20 rand.
360.
Every month. I'll stick at 20 rand. There'll be a long line, you know, wage clerk, Dana. Long line, everyone is rushing to pick their wages. Just pour it down, come, sign here, and they gone. Alright? You can see from when Guru was innovative. Maybe I should have taught our ANC government how to do it efficiently. Jay is still thinking. Jay is deep in thought. Yeah, talking about envelope. So, coming back. I needed Lord Ram to teach me righteous living. Was that righteous living? Jay? 20 rand from everyone.
Commission.
Commission for the hard work. Commission for the hard work. But we made a plan, Dana.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Dana will tell you, we made a plan. We were policemen. Instead of me going and collecting bribes on the road, I just took a cut from your salary. Okay? But my record is clean, no bribery charges. Because I was making money, you understand? I hope no policeman is listening to this call. But now we got electronic transfer. Alright? So let's come back and let's use this birth of Lord Ram, this birthday celebration of Lord Ram, so that when you go home, it must help you tangibly. It must help you tangibly. This is why I'm saying that Sanatana Dharma lost its way. Because we started following our grannies and grandfathers. We started following our grannies and grandfathers. So, in my time, how did you learn to see time, Jay Bhai? Who taught you to see time? Parents?
Yes. Parents.
Parents, Dhanath?
Yes.
Parents? Who taught you alphabets? Who taught you numbers? Parents? Before going to school, we already knew A, B, C, D, we knew 1, 2, 3, 4. But when we went to school, the manner in which we were taught our maths, the manner in which we were taught our alphabets, we even knew how to write our name, isn't it? Our parents taught us.
Yes.
But when you went to class 1, class 2, standard 1, right up to metric, which system you used? Did you fight with your teacher and say, no, my mummy taught me I must add like this? Or did you add the way the school taught you? And the way the school taught you to add and subtract and multiply and divide was different from what your parents taught you at home. Yes or no?
Yes.
Why didn't you fight and say, no, 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 I'm going to follow my parents because my mother taught me alphabets like this, because her mother taught her alphabets like this, and her mother's mother taught her alphabets like this. We didn't say that. What we did? We discarded it immediately. If your mother and father told you don't drink and smoke, did they tell you that, Jay? Did they say drinking is bad, smoking is bad, don't wear short dresses, don't wear short skirts? Did our parents tell us all that?
Yes.
Did you follow it? Didn't follow it? Isn't it? Parents said don't drink. Did you drink? Parents said don't smoke. Did you smoke?
Yes.
Parents said don't go to parties. Did you go? Our parents told us all of this. But only following God we decided to accept from our parents, great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents. Everything else our parents told us we defied. Do you understand? Even our education, we defied our education, how they taught us and how we learnt in school. So we know what our parents say is not always right. And this is why Sanatana Dharma took a turn. Sanatana Dharma took a turn because the parents became gods. The parents became gods. If you tell people to do something like this, they say no. If I show them the book, there's a verse, there's a chapter, this is how God said, you must do it. They say no, I can't do it this way because all my life I did it that way. Do you understand? This is why ashram is important, not temple. This is why ashram is important, because you only get education in a ashram. In Sanatana Dharma, there's a big confusion Because when people go to temple, what they learn in the temple?
Rituals.
And when you go to the ashram, what you learn in the ashram? Which is higher, primary school or university? Primary school is all the rituals, isn't? We take one block, we put it next to that block, we say 1 block plus 1 block, 2 block. But when you go to university, well, no more, because Shweta asked me what's 148 plus 148. I said, I don't know. She said, okay, give me my iPad. Then she opened the iPad and wrote, what is 148 plus 148? And she got the answer. She said, see, Aja, you can ask your iPad anything. You understand? And she's in class 1. She's in class 1. So it's important, if God came down and gave you a set of rules, He is your creator. You breathe because of Him. You eat because of Him. You exist because of Him. If He gave you a set of rules, then it is obvious that you must follow His set of rules. How many people know God left a set of rules?
Very few.
Very,
Very few.
very few. Yes? How many people know that God told you exactly from the time you get up until the time you sleep every day how to live? How many people know that? Nirali? You knew it is so easy. God has given you every answer. God has given you every cure. God has given you every answer. God has given you every cure. Because if you read the Ramayana, every one of us is in the Ramayana. Wasn't? Who you represent in the Ramayana? We are all in the Ramayana. Every one of our characters is in the Ramayana. And when the Ramayana ends, you will see which character you was, how that character finished off. If you was Ravana's brother, where you finished off, wasn't? Ravana had a righteous brother. He had a unrighteous brother. It depends. If you was a righteous brother, you finished off with God. If you was the unrighteous brother, you finished off with Ravana. You understand? So I know it's hot, but I need you to get this understanding. I need you to get this message that we need to transform. We need to transform. Jay, your time you were using the coal stove?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
Why we not still using the coal stove?
Electric stove made it easier.
Hmm?
New technology made it easier.
Coal stove is ritual. You have to go outside, cut wood, bring the wood. Naveen, I see you enjoying. Naveen is remembering his coal stove days. And then you make your food. But now you just press one button and you can cook your food. I can't imagine many of these wives here cutting wood. Jessica? Ashmika? I can't imagine you all cutting wood, putting wood on your one bunch of wood. Nirali coming home, then taking the bush knife and cutting it more into pieces, and then feeding the stove and the soot with going up the chimney. just like that, transform your life from rituals to spirituality. This is what spirituality is. This is what spirituality is. Coal stove and the latest stove. Coal stove and the latest stove. Or you go up a 20-story building. If you're performing rituals, you'll have to take the stairs. And if you are spiritual, you take the... You're going to the same place eventually, aren't you? But which way you want to go? Take the lift. So this is what God comes to tell you. When Lord Ram came, he said, forget all those things and follow this way. Because you see, you all come to this earth, in this planet, because of karma. Because of both good and bad karmas. Not only, karma doesn't mean to say bad. And you don't calculate your karma, Nirali, by having 100 good karmas and 110 bad karmas. Then your 110 bad karmas subtract your 100 good karmas and you got 10 bad karmas and you're okay. No, it doesn't work like that. You live through your 110 bad karmas. You live through your 100 good karmas. That's why you have good days and bad days. As your karmas fructify, you have good days and bad days. So, when you do rituals, your karmas do get minimized. Your karmas do get minimized. Okay? When you do your Durga Puja, when you do your Kali Puja, when you do all your pujas, Ganesha pujas, your karma does get minimized, but it's like bribing a warder. It's like bribing a warder. You're still serving your sentence. So when you do these pujas, it's like you're giving a warder what they like, Jessica? Kentucky. You're giving them Kentucky and saying, just keep me a little bit right. Because a warder can't do nothing about your sentence. But he can keep you comfortable, can he? Yeah, he can take you from the notorious bad people that you are with, and he can put you with good people so you don't get hiding, you living a comfortable life. But he can't take you out of your sentence. So this is what rituals do. It keeps you in prison through bribery. When you're doing your rituals, you're bribing the Devi and Devta. Mother Kali, please, I put one sari for you, 9 saris, you know all that stories, right? It is bribery. But the Guru is the parole officer. Who's the Guru? Parole officer. What the parole officer can do? He can come inside prison. Parole officer can walk in and out of prison. He got mandate to walk in and out of prison. And the Guru got mandate to walk in and out of your karma. The Guru can take your karmic sheet. Guru got mandate to look at your karma and say, right, I'll absorb this. You all saw the Guru sick for a long time? Yes. Because the Guru is absorbing your karmas. But you have to live a certain amount of your own karma. Guru takes away 90% of your karma. Because he has mandate to take away 90% of your karma. You see, when I was living in Westburg, one of my devotees had gone for an operation. He had gangrene. Mataji is not here. I think in his gallbladder. He had gangrene in his gallbladder. Whilst they was operating him, I was smelling of anesthetic. Who remembers Westville when we were in Westville? Only Vasan and Dana. So I had to position myself whilst he was receiving his operation. This happened to many of you. Jessica, when you were sick, where was the Guru? I was sick in my kutir as you was getting operated. Ashmika and Jessica went to the hospital same time. They planned to attack the Guru. One on a Monday and one on a Wednesday. You understand? So, in quantum physics, when they split a particle, science have found that whatever you do to this particle doesn't matter where in space and time. Doesn't matter where in space and time, the other particle will react the same. The other particle will react the same. I'm giving you a scientific understanding of how the Guru absorbs what you have. Do you understand? But going right down, maybe you won't understand, but I'm saying science have proven that two particles, you split the particle and that's how it reacts. Similarly, the Guru splits his energy and the Guru transfers energy into you and takes your energy. Now the Devis and Devtas don't have this mandate. They can't do it. Not because they can't do it, they're not so powerful. That's not their job. Like the warder's job is only to guard you in prison. It's not their job to release you. The parole officer has mandate to go inside and say, good behavior, Prince can come out now. Do you understand? So this is what Lord Ram came down to teach you. This is what Lord Ram came down to teach you, is follow a bona fide spiritual master. Is it sinking in? Do you understand? I know it's hot, but maybe you must suffer. Maybe you must suffer, because I told Prince, I was in Siddhartha Ashram for 21 days. How long? How many weeks that is? 3 weeks. And Siddhartha Ashram is 8 acres. And the parikrama is around 8 acres, right round on the outside. Right? And if you got a very bad luck, if you got a very bad luck, Nirali, then you take a stone, whether you're a male or a female, whether you're 100 years or 6 years, you take a stone, you go on your stomach, and you push the stone forward and you leopard crawl. And you do one round the ashram. Yeah, there's a big fat aircon in the back. There's seats here. And there's food. There's food. I'm doing the same job, but you all are kings and queens. If you have to get the same effect there at Guruji's ashram, you'll be moving with a stone. And I can see my devotee for years moving with a. Maybe I must get shoulder pads, knee pads and elbow pads for you all. That's how long you all need to go around that ashram. But conversely, you all are seated here, kings and queens. First day you all suffering. So I'm just visualizing you all leopard crawling around my parikrama here with stones in this heat. You understand? So, Hanuman Baba shows you how to be the perfect devotee of the Supreme Lord as a disciple. As a disciple. You can't be a devotee of the Supreme Lord directly yet. Directly yet. So you need to follow how Hanuman Baba. Why is he orange? Because when he saw Mother Sita Sendur and she said that she loves the Lord so much, she's married to him, he saw that Sendur, then he said, I love the Lord more than you. He put Sendur in his whole body. That is why he is orange. And Vasan, when we went to that 16th century Hanuman temple in the Bhangar forest, he was orange. We walked in there, bowed down, full energy. And when we came out, I was singing, this very sick man with 10% life came through. And I blessed him, and he immediately, within 1 second, Nirali, not too long, as soon as I gave him the blessed water, he became 100%. He started following me. I had to chase him, Max Vasan. He didn't want to leave me. Wherever I was going, he was following me. Yeah, so this is Sanatan Dharma, and I'm expressing Sanatan Dharma logically, because people of our age of technology, they don't want to hear hogwash. Everything must make sense to them, isn't it? They don't want to hear hogwash. And we have enough material to show you. If quantum physics is now saying that the universe must have consciousness, do you all know that? They are agreeing that everything in the universe has consciousness. Scientists are agreeing that everything in the universe has consciousness. And I stated that right at the outset. At creation, this entire universe is situated on the Lord's consciousness. Everything emanates from consciousness. I've been saying this for years. You can go pull out my discourses on YouTube. I've been saying this for years. Now scientists have found out that there have to be consciousness in the plant, there have to be consciousness in the animals, there's consciousness even on earth. Even on earth. And what is consciousness? What is consciousness? What is consciousness? Consciousness is the symptom of the soul. Consciousness is the symptom of the soul. The Supreme Lord is the super soul. He enters the universe, and that's how the universe gets consciousness, and the individual soul enters the individual body, and that's how the body has consciousness. You understand? So I took you all apart, I brought you all together again, and I'm saying that Lord Ram wants to make a tangible difference in your life. You have to erase anything that's in conflict with that. You have to erase everything that's in conflict. You have to follow a guru in all religions. In all religions. There's a guru in every religion. You have to follow the guru of the religion that you are practicing. Okay? And anyone year wants to continue eating meat until the end of their lives, follow Islam. Islam has license for you to eat meat. Follow Islam. If anyone wants to drink and continue drinking for the rest of your life, follow Christianity. You'll have an abundance of wine. From wine you'll have brandy, whiskey, whatever. Alright? If you want to follow Sanatan Dharma, then you have to put it in your head that at some point in my life I have to leave this. At some point in my life I have to leave this. Do you understand? Because each religion has its own. Don't mix the religions now. Don't mix the religions. Do you understand? Take your example from Prince. Prince, are you a vegetarian? Do you drink? Aye, man. Take your example from Prince. Remember, Prince is a king in his own nation. He has about 6 million people that are in his, but he decided to follow the Guru. He is going to go later. When we go 2 weeks later, in 2 weeks' time, to Eastern Cape, there's 2 tents there, a vegetarian tent and a non-veg tent. Alright? You're not going to find this anywhere. But he's following the Guru, and this is how it's going to be, because ultimately when you go forward in all religions, meat is not allowed. Meat is not allowed. Okay? But right now continue doing what you're doing, because if I stop you from eating meat, then you're not going to learn my discourses. So learn my discourses first, and you stop the meat on your own. When you stop eating meat? Behind you, Babu. She's agreeing with me, everything I'm saying. When you stopping? Soon. Yeah. Okay. Are there any questions? Was I supposed to give a message today, Jess? Okay. Please, the trip on the 26th to Eastern Cape, whilst every one of you are here, make a plan. Alright? There is some financial ramification, but that shouldn't hold you from not coming. God will make a plan. Don't tell me I can't come because I got no money. I'll introduce you when you're doing Aarti. Go to economic department of economic development. All right, and Lakshman will prove that you can go on the trip. Test him. What you must do? Test him. Say, Guru said you are the head of economic development. I want to go to Eastern Cape. I want to see all Prince's people. I want to touch Prince's kingdom. He's a king there. All right. I want to touch his kingdom. Please, God, make it possible. Any other things that's outstanding?
Next Saturday.
Okay. We will be having Hanuman Jayanti on the Hanuman Jayanti on Saturday at 4 p.m. at this ashram. All those that get Hanuman trance are welcome. Everyone who gets Hanuman trance, you are welcome. Anything else? So, Prince got a message from President Zuma that my biography, he wants to read the whole thing. We have a few chapters dedicated to him, but he wants to read the whole thing. So Prince must increase the font. So we increased the font, but we're thinking of getting him to the ashram. We're thinking of getting him to the ashram to give him the copy of the manuscript. All right, and I'm saying whilst we're doing that, maybe we should also launch this word. Kill many birds with one stone. All right. So these are things that we might be doing in the coming future. Vasan, you think it's a good idea?
Yeah.
I offered Vasan the counselorship. He said, Guru, that 40,000 I make in a day, they earn in a month. All right, and he declined. So he, instead of getting detached from Chatragun, fulfillment of desires, he went opposite. All right, from Chatragun he fell back to Bharat. Vasan fell back to Bharat. He is spinning in the opposite direction. All right, as a particle, he is spinning in the. Well, that's what Ravana does, doesn't it? Don't you think that's a full personification of Ravana? Instead of looking after all the poor people in this world, Vasan wants to be on the other side. Okay? So Vasan, maybe we'll see how it goes. Okay, are you all heated and miserable and feeling terrible yet, or must I continue? Are you all miserable? Anything else? So we're going to have baby's birthday after Aarti. Alright, so I want everyone to stay for the birthday. It's a very, very important birthday. He's 6 today and he's truly happy to celebrate it at the ashram. For Yajvan, his life revolves around the ashram. And there's Sean's children in the back. How many of you all came? 3. Where's the other 2? That's our friend Sean's children. They were living in Parkgate. They shifted across the road. And as they jumped off the truck and the furniture were being offloaded, what they saw from across the road. And they've been waiting from Friday to come to the ashram. That is why I sent Vasan to make sure we bring them. We got no lights, no water, and I think that's why the mum and the smaller 2 couldn't come. Alright? So this is what I feel gratified when small children's life revolve around the ashram. If they continue, they stay in the ashram. If Avir and Ashmika don't go from Chatragun to Bharat, that's the only time they leave the ashram, when they go from Chatragun to Bharat. Alright? Then they want to mix their own now. They don't follow the Ramayana, they want to mix their own. They'll take Bharat and put him with the economic development. Fulfillment of desires and economic development. Then they leave the ashram. But if they stay righteous living, economic development, fulfillment of desires, liberation, then this child, how much of knowledge you think he'll have when he's 20? And those children in the back, how much of knowledge when they're 20? All of you understand? Your liberation is what? What liberates you from all your miseries? Huh? Only knowledge. Only knowledge. And it depends what type of knowledge. If you got a guru, you don't need a bank. You don't need a bank. Is that true, Vasan?
Yes.
You need a bank?
No.
You need a loan? You need a doctor?
No.
You need a hospital? You need a teacher? You need a car dealer? See how many things you don't need when you have a Guru. And Guruji used to say this, and I'm also saying this. I like all of y'all to travel. What's the best car at the moment in the world? Wasn't Maseratis? Ferraris? Guru like all of y'all to travel in a Ferrari. But only problem is your bumper will touch when you come down there. Your bumper will touch when you come down the driveway. It is a misconception in Sanatan Dharma that you have to live poorly. You have to live simply. There's a big difference between poorly and simply. Is there not? In Sanatan Dharma, your living must be simple. You take your diamond necklace, Nirali, you put it on, then you don't tell mom to take photos and put it on Facebook. You just wear your diamond necklace and play dom. Act like it's a glass necklace. Alright? You can move in your Ferrari. When you see a crowd, don't rev. Silently move with tinted windows. Nobody must see who's inside. You living simply. Simple living, high thinking. You understand? So I hope everyone, whatever desire you have, sometime Guru can break a few rules, material and spiritual. Ask for 50% material and 50% spiritual. Balance it when you go there for Aarti. Balance it. Tell God, I just came into the fold. Nirali, although long in the fold, but I'm only understanding you now. How's 100,000 there in my? Okay, you think it's possible, Nirali? Yes. There was one Diwali, I want to close up by saying, there was one Diwali, I told Mataji the previous day, from the time I married Mataji, from our first year, she always did Diwali. We were still young, we were still school children when we got married, but she always did Diwali. And when I got back, it was the only Diwali we didn't have money. Only Diwali we didn't have money. Tomorrow is Diwali. Today, I get a notification in my FNB, 2,600. 2,600. What do you think I did? You think I phoned the company and told them, please reverse the money? You think the company even know they paid me? You understand? When you have a proper desire, and whilst I'm talking about Diwali, I want to talk about one Christmas when I was in Chatsworth. And I had a desire, but I didn't have the money, and the neighbor screamed out my name and gave a kilo of chops. Gave a kilo of chops. It's a true story. You know, Guru can't sit here and tell lies. And my brother is here for the second week. I don't want to tell him how I desired for the bottle and it came. Otherwise, he'll continue coming to the satsang, Dana. You understand? So God is for you. I'm giving you these examples because wherever you are in life, God is for you. Wherever you are in life, God is for you. God never judges. There is no judgment from God's side. God never judges. And I'm a living example of that. If you read my biography, Nirali, you'll see I was even in a mental hospital. Alright, it's there. Guru has not hidden anything. Alright? The only thing Prince was upset about, he said why I didn't write in Guruji's miracle that he converted when he didn't have ghee. He converted water into ghee and then transferred the ghee back into water. So I told him I didn't want to fill up too many, but we did put in that there was a dead man that they were taking him to cremate him. They was taking him across the ashram to cremate him because it was his desire that if he dies, the family must take him across Siddhartha ashram. And Guruji was in the garden and he saw the procession. So Guruji went to the family and asked them what happened, and he said this man passed away. Guruji touched him on his head and he jumped off that and he became alive. You like that story? You all think I'm lying? You understand? That's what the Guru has power to do. And there are some people seated here who shouldn't be here today. They're supposed to be gone. Not one, about a few. But Guru has a power to extend that. Okay? Devis and Devtas don't have power. You can do what you want. They don't have that power. But Guru has power to keep everyone happy and in harmony. All of you understand? So this is, Guru is an instrument of Lord Ram. Is he not? Is he not? Whatever the Guru takes from you, whatever the Guru gives you, wherever the Guru sends you, whatever the Guru tells you, right now it might not make sense. But you must follow it, because if it came from the Guru, Guru can't make a mistake. Guru can't make a mistake. You might not like it. You might not like it. If Guru say black is white, what you must say? Because one day your vision will change and you'll see in reality it was white, but through perception you was looking at it as black. Alright? So keep following the Guru. You don't have to follow the whole thing at once. Do it like Avir Bhai. He took it in his stride. Okay? Avir Bhai, you still have to stay married. You can't say I'm following my Guru, I'm a brahmachari now, and go take one room there and say you fed up of your wife. No, no, no. That part of the karma I'm not taking. That part of the karma, that's your 10% that's left. Jai Sriman Narayan.